There hasn't been a quiet day here since the war began. Russian artillery, he says, never stops. Once a week, Ukrainian firefighters run food and water to hundreds of people. A lifeline for those still living in the southern town of Orkikiv. Her home destroyed Ludmila has been surviving underground for more than a year. The front line may be no place to live, but hundreds like her say they'd rather die in their hometown than risk living on the street somewhere else. Caring for her disabled husband and a dozen other elderly neighbors. The strain is difficult to hide.
I'm praying to God for survival. I just want to stay alive. All I'm thinking is I want my husband, my children, my grandchildren, as many people as possible to survive. We'd even live in a hole in the ground. I want peace. I'm tired.
On the southern front, the gravity of this war has shifted to places like this. Orkikiv is a small town, all but emptied out since the war began. But right now it has taken on an outsized importance for Ukraine. It sits at a crossroads, just kilometers from where Ukrainian forces are trying to drive a wedge into Russian lines.
Yuri is making repairs to what is left of his home before the rains come. Russian shelling, leaving every home on his street in ruins. Craters now a part of the landscape. He struggles to talk about it.
Everything is painful. Painful going to bed and painful waking up. You are living, but it's hard on the soul. Walking, looking around. We had a life here. Maybe if I was younger. But I'm already 60. Maybe if I was younger.
Life on the front line. The constant fighting. The feelings of isolation, fatigue, and trauma. Relying almost entirely on deliveries of food aid.
It would be a humanitarian catastrophe. People here would not survive without water and bread.
On a map, it may look like Ukraine's counteroffensive is moving slowly. But on the ground, in places like this, the pace of fighting has no building untouched. Once home to thousands, now just a few hundred. Unable to let go of the only home they've ever known.